Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I like to give you a guide for the Blitzrad EX2 battle in the Critical Threat events, which has 250,000 recommended combat power. Blitzrad is weak to water, so you can use either physical or magic wherever you have the strongest. However, you can only debuff physical defense, so with that debuff applied, physical attacks might do a little bit more damage because of that. Blitzrad will also use both physical and magic attacks, but is immune to most attack and status debuffs, so all you can do is buff your own defenses. His charged attacks will also switch between physical and magic, and he will also summon thunder bombs mid-battle and they will start charging burst. If you don't destroy them in time, they will explode and this will wipe your team, so you cannot ignore those bombs. Also, Blitzrad will slowly keep buffing its lightning potency with charged plasma roll attack, and there's no way to nullify this buff. And also there's no DPS race in EX2, so boss will just keep repeating those same attacks and phases, summoning those bombs until you kill him. We have multiple options and team setups we could use in this battle. Glenn with half anniversary warrior gear will be great for physical warrior DPS, and then we also have Tifa with her magic warrior gear. We also have two other warrior debuffers. One is Zack with black whiskers, and then there's Nanaki with his new silver color. As for healer and support, Matt with Centipede works great because while he heals he also buffs physical defense at the same time, and he also has two weapons for magic defense. One is Core Defender and the other is his new syringe, so you could go Centipede with Core Defender or you could put Syringe with Bramble Spine because they both have a all Q materia slot and Bramble Spine can boost physical attack. Aerith will also be very good for a physical DPS team if you have her new camera set, and Barret with Micro Laser can be good for magic team because he can heal, buff magic attack and also buff physical defense. And you could pair Barret with Nanaki, who can lower warrior resistance and buff magic defense, and that means your warrior DPS won't have to worry about anything. As for Cloud, if you use Cloud with his maritime sword but like me don't have his elemental outfit, equip Glavenus. It's a great alternative and it will give you a very nice DPS boost. So I am using Cloud, Sephiroth and Matt, and Cloud is my DPS. Sephiroth has his new water gear, so he'll do water debuffs and also some baby DPS, and Matt is my healer and buffer. My team's power is way under the recommended, but I've been testing this battle and I pushed for how low I can go and still beat it, and this team can still beat it even on auto, so this recommended 250,000 power seems like a more random number to make this battle seem a lot more intimidating than it really is. But when you'll be doing this battle, equip your best weapons and to boost your HP, attack, heals, whatever you might need for this battle. Matt has Gear Voucher outfit and Gigantic Shield in limit slot, and then he only has Centipede and Syringe, no other sub weapons, so he has 8.8 HP and 1.9 heal. Then I have Sephiroth with his new Warrior Arcanum outfit and Ardent Flare in limit slots, as well as Tempest in main weapon slot, and since Tempest is only 5-star, I have Black Whiskers to give Sephiroth a small DPS boost. So Sephiroth has 7.7 HP and just under 2000 physical attack. Lastly, I have Cloud with Glavenus armor because I don't have maritime outfits. Then I have Leviathan in limit slot, and Maritime Sword is the only weapon that Cloud has equipped, so Cloud has 7.7 HP and 2.1 physical attack. So we have time for 2 attacks before the boss will hit us, so if you have a debuffer and DPS like me, make sure the debuffer hits first, and then with your support apply physical defense buff. And this is Plasma Roller attack, so the boss will buff its lightning potency. It happens at the beginning of the battle and then the next one will be later on. But this one, it buffs Lightning Ponzi. It's now low buff, but later it will stack up, so it'll be mid, high, and so on. But yes, this is very easy to recover from because the boss, it didn't do much damage to us, so until we reach around 70% HP, just to DPS, and you don't have to worry about anything. But also Blitzrad does his normal. Most of them, they are like physical barrage, they are mostly physical, but they don't really hurt as much on EX2. So it's pretty easy to just survive and recover from. But I think 1 or 2 attacks and we should be fine. But yeah, already it's the bombs, and make sure to target them and destroy them as quickly as possible. In my case, Sephiroth applies debuff and then Cloud's attacks. And then target the second one, because they cannot be allowed to burst, because otherwise it's a wipe. And after you kill them, prepare for a charge attack. It'll be magic. It's Rolling Thunder, it's fine, but after Rolling Thunder, the boss will do another charge attack that will buff its Lightning Ponzi further. I find Rolling Thunder does a little bit more damage than his physical attacks, but he does a lot more physical attacks than magic. And now here is the Plasma Roller, so after this attack the boss will have a mid-Ponzi lightning buff, so he'll do a little bit more damage after this. But also I am not using any summons or limit breaks. If you have them ready, you can use them immediately or whenever you want. So now it's the mid-Ponzi buff, so obviously the attacks will do a little bit more damage to us from this point, and Lightning Bombardment is fine. It's EX2, but in Crash I think we'll have to switch to defense to avoid taking too much damage, but here the battle is pretty easy, so just keep doing DPS. If you'll take a little bit longer than around 10% HP, the boss will start summoning the bombs again, and it'll just keep happening. He'll just keep switching between those same phases, so Lightning Ponzi buff, summon bombs, and until you just kill him. So there's no DPS here, DPS race here, other than the boss just buffing its Lightning Ponzi until he could possibly maybe do too much damage, but the battle is pretty easy. I didn't do much damage, but I also find Sephiroth's new Tempest weapon really good. I only have it at 5-star, and I notice the difference in DPS and also hits for pretty nice damage for a 5-star weapon. But yeah, that's essentially the whole battle, the EX2, but next Wednesday, we'll get EX3 and Crash, and I expect it to be much harder, but we'll see. Hopefully it will be still doable. But yeah, I hope you found this guide helpful, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.